Hello guys, Lux here from Stoic Crypto Investing. Today we look at the famous opinion of Charlie Munger and we look at what he thinks about Bitcoin. And this guy that you see right here, this is not Charlie Munger, this is actually his business partner, Warren Buffett. He is the owner of Berkshire Hathaway and I have already made a video about him and what he thinks about Bitcoin, and it's linked up here somewhere. And now we go a little further and look what Charlie Munger actually thinks about Bitcoin.
Slightly different way of looking at it.
I'll sell you some then.
Well, in my life, I try and avoid things that are stupid and evil and make me look bad in comparison with somebody else. And Bitcoin does all three.
So you can basically see he does not really like Bitcoin. And yeah, he is 99 years old, he's a billionaire, and he also doesn't care how he says that to the public.
And in the first place, it's stupid because it's very likely to go to zero. The second place, it's evil because it undermines the Federal Reserve System and the national currency system.
And now you see the reason why he does not like it. He thinks Bitcoin will go to zero. And when you think that Bitcoin will go to zero, then there is basically no reason why you should believe in it. Why should you invest in an asset that will go to zero? And then the second reason is he's a big believer in the current system, that the government controls the currencies. And if you understand Bitcoin, then you know a lot of people just invest into it because they don't want to be a part anymore of the system and want to get away of it. And yeah, he still has the belief that he does not want to do that. He still believes the government does the right stuff, and yeah, I can't condemn him for this opinion, but then Bitcoin is obviously not the right stuff to invest in.
Which we desperately need to maintain its integrity and government control and so on. And third, it makes us look foolish compared to the communist leader in China. He was smart enough to ban Bitcoin in China. And with all of our presumed advantages of civilization, we are a lot dumber than the communist leader in China.
Yeah, I don't really agree with this opinion. I don't think that we should be proud of the fact that China does something else with Bitcoin, because we should have a free economy in the West and should not prevent new technologies that come up. Yeah, we should not suppress that. And if you look a little closer, China actually also tries to create their own cryptocurrency and then it controls other people with that. So it's basically also not the best. And I would rather have Bitcoin that does that instead of the government.
Yeah, and when 25% of the people of the country get mad because we've said what we've said today, just remember Charlie spoke last and was the most.
So that was basically the opinion of Charlie Munger. The rest of the video, yeah, is mostly Warren Buffett talking about different stuff. And but you also got to understand is both of those guys are over 90 years old. Charlie Munger is actually now almost 100 years old. And they have made their money in businesses or markets where they knew they had an advantage in. And they also only invest in assets that work for them. Like they do not invest in gold because gold would have to go up in value so that they would make a profit. Same as with Bitcoin. And yeah, then they only invest in companies that make them a profit like Coca-Cola, and Bitcoin also does not do that. So obviously it's not their asset class. And yeah, what should you expect of people that are not interested in asset classes like that? They are probably not interested at all in it, and they would not talk good about it. They don't neglect it. They already know that it's around, but they will not talk good about it. And we also have to consider that yeah, they are over 90. I think you also have to understand that a little bit. So,